Hello, everyone, and GM if you're bullish on Near. It's a pleasure to be here. I'm Peter from NEARWEEK, and this is the first of many official Near Protocol town halls that we'll be hosting. We've got a lot of good stuff lined up for you today, so let's get straight to it. To all the presenters, please let me know when you want to change the next slide. First one up is no one else but Sir Ilya Pulasukin, Knight of Open Source AI and protector of the open web. Please take it away, my friend.
Thank you, Peter. Hi, everyone. Hope you're having a great time of the day. Let's go to the next slide. So you might have seen my post around user-owned AI, and so I wanted to kind of expand a little bit on this. The fundamental, kind of vision of Near has been creating a world where people control their assets, their data, and power of choice. And the reality is, with advancement in generative AI and with massive kind of incentive loop that kind of mega corporations have, public companies have, that they have a huge flywheel. As more data, more users coming in, they're able to leverage that to get users to spend more and more time on their platforms to generate more revenue. And in turn, this comes out as the exact opposite of what we're trying to do, right? They're kind of limiting the choice, they're controlling all of the users' data, and over time, they're starting to control the assets as well. And so the reality is, like, the current internet is broken, and we are gonna go into a very dark place if this flywheel continues to play out, right? And this is kind of starting to, I would say, occur and show up already. There's a lot of lawsuits coming out and a lot of kind of conflict like coming out because people realize that this is where it's going. Now, from my perspective, what we try and kind of, if we extend our vision, right, and apply it to AI and to this intelligence capabilities, they need to be in the hands of user, but they specifically need to be focused on the user's success. Again, not because like somebody individually is bad in some of these companies, but the structure is that they're trying to generate more revenue for the company. So think of the current AI is really corporate-owned AI, and what we want is user-owned AI, right? It's focused on success of you as individual user, your financial prosperity, your well-being, and so through that, it's able to kind of become also a shield for you when you're interacting with others, be they friendly or malicious. And so to achieve that, we need AI to be open source, because for you to actually run it on your side and know that it's on your side, it needs to be open source and available for you. And it needs to, again, be optimized for your value function. Now, obviously there's a lot of folks who are working on different aspects, but the challenge has been that in Web 2, if you're trying to build in open source and especially use your own way, you don't really have a proper economic model. You don't have this flywheel that is able to create more value so you can reinvest to bring it to people. And so you need a new form of internet. You need a new form of economy, and Near is at the epicenter of this, and we're providing this. And so in turn, we want to become the home for user-owned AI and kind of become this user-owned internet for all people. And so we're best positioned. We have the talent. We have the projects also now building on top of us, providing different aspects and different pieces of infrastructure for this. And we're going to be building some of the really amazing things on top as well. If you go to the next slide. So maybe just to like very clearly define, user-owned AI is AI that's focused on your individual well-being and kind of community around you, and be that, financial success, mental health, education, kind of all of the interests you have. And this is within this vision that you should be controlling your assets, data, and power of choice. And it optimizes for your privacy, for your ownership, and really goes away from this kind of monolithic experiences that right now, any of these companies deliver to you and control end to end, to more you having control and be able to customize what you want. Next slide. So as Near Foundation, we're going to focus on two parts. One is we are making Near kind of the best place to build projects in this space. And so we're working on incubating and accelerating kind of other startups, partnerships with existing Web3 and even Web2 projects, as well as, leadership, thought leadership, education for the whole category. We also have Near AI research and development. So for those who are maybe not familiar, Near actually started as Near AI startup, working on teaching machines to code. And so we're bringing back that as a research lab led by Alex Kidanov, co-founder of Near Protocol. And it's really focused on this idea of AI developer. I'll kind of talk through this, but kind of high level, we want to enable everyone to be able to build Web3 applications end to end, right? You don't need to be a developer. You don't need to write even a line of code. You should be able to go describe what you want, maybe iterate on it, and answer some questions, and have AI developer build the application for you. Now, we're not there, right? This is not the this is just a beginning of this research effort. But if you go to the next slide, the thing we're planning to kind of showcase and start kind of asking community to contribute and play with is a proto version of AI developer, where we actually already have a model where you can describe your idea of an application and start kind of ideating and iterating on so-called specification, right? Documentation about the project. You can imagine that there's a real person developer right now sitting kind of behind, and you need to describe to them what do you want to be built, kind of in the loop with so-called AI product manager. So the idea is, like, we want to open this up. We want everyone to participate and submit their application ideas and describe, what the user stories you want, what is a kind of how should product work, what is a value you want to provide. We're gonna have the best ideas actually being built, right? So we'll use both our AI developer as well as we're gonna pay developers to help us build this idea. So you will have this application built if it's a good idea with a good specification. And this is probably one of the biggest benefits you can have. And we also going to reward with kind of prize money some of the novel ideas and with good specification, because for us this is also really beneficial to train the model we're building on the back end. And this is going to be launching on Near AI. So high level, Web3 right now has thousands of infra projects and maybe a low dozens of applications. The way to solve this is, obviously we always trying to attract more developers, but the challenge has been, right, it hasn't been growing that fast. So we want to actually provide everyone ability to build applications, not just purely blockchain. You can build, using private storage and private data, private compute. You will be able to build applications that are interacting with AI as well. And you'll be able to kind of have this complete control of what you want. And then everything that will be built, it will be open source. So if you do want to launch it later, you'll be able to do that as well. So stay tuned for this. We're going to kind of open it up to the community first so people can start using it. Obviously, you'll need a Near account to interact with it. And then we'll kind of start opening up more and more over time. All right, next slide.
I think that was it, at least for the slides. Ilya, are you missing anything?
No, that's good. Thank you.
Thank you very much for the update, Ilya. I'm super bullish to see you and Alex back together again, kicking it all about AI, laser sharp focus. Must say it's been one hell of a month. And next up, we have Connor from Flipside. Connor, please take it away. The floor is yours.
Yeah, hey everyone. Seen a lot of names I recognize in the comments, but for those of you who don't know me, I'm the head of ecosystem for Near for Flipside. So we are a data analytics and ecosystem growth provider. I'll get a little bit more into our product suite and how we can support any of the builders within the Near ecosystem towards the end of my set of slides here. But brief agenda, we'll go through, the data and what it shows about Near's ecosystem over the last quarter or so. I'll go through some users and some TVL numbers. I'll do an NFT growth spotlight. Last town hall, we did a DeFi spotlight, so I'll kind of try to change it up over time, and then I'll talk through a couple of the more trending growth initiatives that are happening on Near right now. That's a slide that will also, change as we do more of these. And then, like I said, I'll wrap it up with a bit more about Flipside for anyone who's interested. So if you want to move over to the next slide, you'll see two charts sort of dead center there, and everything's going up and to the right, which we love. Despite having a third or at least one more month left in Q2, the Near ecosystems hit all-time highs in terms of both transaction volume and TVL, which we really love to see. I think a lot of the work that Ilya and the team are doing on the AI side, it's reaching new audiences, causing more people to come into the ecosystem and explore what's happening behind the scenes, both on the DeFi side, the NFT side, as well as some of this new stuff coming out for AI, which is great. And it really makes our job at Flipside a lot easier. We do we definitely support protocols through things like our Quest platform, which I'll get into at the end. But our tried and true, like our bread and butter here, is definitely data analytics and creating these dashboards and putting those out to the broader crypto community to show the great things that are happening on Near. And in this quarter alone, we've seen over just under 2 million impressions on our content. Everything is going up and to the right there as well. More analysts are getting engaged with Near data, building more dashboards, tweeting out that content, and obviously, like I said, impressions are going up as well. So it's really great to see. I think analyst engagement in the data is definitely a sort of like a health metric for a lot of our partners that's not really tracked, I guess, outside of Flipside's internal analytics. But so I always like to bring that stuff out to just show that a ton of eyes and a ton of queries are being written to uncover what's actually happening on Near, which is cool. If you want to move to the next slide. Yeah, I think what is also exciting is that NFT transactions are hitting all-time highs these days. You'll see on that chart in the bottom left, mini marketplace is definitely dominating the NFT landscape as soon as it came onto the scene. You're seeing that both NFT volume and unique buyers and sellers are competing, if not surpassing, sort of peak NFT bull run levels, which is awesome. And like I said, mini marketplace is making up about 94% of total NFT trading volume right now. Monthly buyers and sellers have surpassed 2021 highs, and transactions are basically competing with what we saw at the peak of that bull run. You go to the next slide. We get more into some ecosystem growth initiatives. So we'll go over Happy and Sender. Happy is an on-chain cybersecurity protocol that is aiming to basically build trust and safe onboarding for new users within the Near ecosystem via wallet scoring. It's really great to see that Near puts sort of the user experience at the forefront of product and protocol dev. I think when the broader crypto community thinks of account abstraction and easy UX and getting into, getting on chain, I think Near is up there at the top of the list for, the ecosystems that are taking that seriously. And Happy is one of those pieces. To date, over 180,000 unique wallets have been scored, and around 100,000 of those scores have had a requested update, right? Meaning that people have come in, gotten their wallet scored, potentially done some more activity, and then wanted that to be rescored to show that they are, a trusted community member here. Average wallet score is about 40 with a high score of 91. And you'll see I've linked all of these dashboards across these slides. When these slides go out, feel free to hop in and explore more about the data. A lot of these dashboards have more than the charts that I'm showing here. I'm kind of picking and choosing, but our analysts do great work to uncover everything that's happening on chain for Near. So I do encourage everyone to jump in and explore more. If you want to go to the next slide, I highlight Sender Labs and their wallet campaign and its impact on meme coins. So over 146,000 participants with nearly 700,000 sign-ins of people going in and unlocking and getting distributed these candy boxes, which have dispersed nearly $3 $3,000 across these participants in meme coins. You can see that, all of these average holders are going basically up and to the right as well, across, I think, the 5 meme coins that everyone in the ecosystem hold near and dear to their hearts: Black Dragon, Lock, NearVidia, Nico, and Touched, which is great to see. I think that use of meme coins and who holds them, their velocity through the ecosystem is definitely a measure of a healthy and happy ecosystem and thriving community. So it's cool to see the work that Sender's done to support this as well. If you want to go to the next slide, I just want to briefly touch on, Flipside and what we do. Like I said, at our heart, we are a data analytics platform. We, have indexed and curated all of Near data. We have analysts and ambassadors that are basically tasked with, or mostly volunteer to cover the Near ecosystem and everything that's going on. So we have them, pumping out analytics and dashboards and pushing those out to the broader community. We run analytics competitions called Top 30, where analysts strive to generate impressions on the content they build. And then we have an earn platform that runs quests for the different protocols that are built on Near. If you're a protocol builder attending the call and you don't have a dashboard or want a dashboard to help you track some of your on-chain KPIs, or potentially want to work with us on quests, feel free to reach out. I like to think I'm pretty easy to locate and get a hold of. So hit me up on Telegram or on Twitter, and I'd be more than happy to help and support you guys in what you're building.
System kicking a lot of ass. Stephanie from Near Foundation is up next, giving us a rundown of Near activities at ETHCC. Take it away, Stephanie.
Thanks so much, Peter. So we have a lot going on at ETHCC. As you guys know, ETHCC is taking place July 8th through the 11th. Ilya got selected to speak, so big congrats on that. It's a hard conference to get chosen for. The Horizon team will have a developer day, AI developer day at ETHCC. We're also taking part in the Open Source AI Summit happening July 6th. We're participating in the SheFi Summit as community partners. We will have Alton speaking at Hack Season Brussels. We also have a Web3 meets AI event by Fabric that we are participating in. L2Con, a build dinner for hosted by Near, CryptoPlanet, and Anoma. Chain Abstraction Day, which is happening July 10th. And then we'll be shooting some case studies for ecosystem projects on July 11th. And then finally, we're participating in the Modular Summit happening right after ETHCC, July 11th through the 13th. So we have a very jam-packed week. The Eco Doc will be going out soon, so that you guys can all be aware of these things happening and register far in advance. That's it from me, Peter. Thank you.
In Brussels. Looking forward to see a lot of folks in Brussels. Next up, we got Jared from Near Horizon. We're just going to bring you to the stage, Jared. Please take it away, Jared.
Amazing. Thank you, Peter. Can you hear me okay? Are we good with volume? Yes?
Yeah, we're good. Yeah, yes, we're good.
Okay.
We're good.
Good. Sorry, trying on new headphones here, folks. Thanks for bearing with me. My name's Jared. I am part of our Founder Success and Horizon team. Very excited to walk you all through our exact incubation program and really expand upon what Ilya had shared earlier in our town hall, and share specifically how we're going to bring this to life. So if you go to the next slide, just so folks have context here, overall, incubation is a key aspect of how we are scaling our AI ecosystem, and really the glue that is bringing together all the components of what Ilya had shared earlier. If you go to the next slide, why this matters is for incubation, we are tactically focusing on truly incubating our AI ecosystem, and particularly working with projects that are building key infrastructure that is going to allow us, if you go to the next slide. Thank you. Yeah, there's perfect. Working with projects that are building the key infrastructure that are going to allow us to get to a robust and thriving ecosystem related to AI. And so to date, that has looked like working with teams that are building at the foundational layer and particularly at the data and infrastructure layer as well. And if you go to the next slide, how we are structuring this program is twofold. The first is through a very high-touch, core-based experience where we're working directly with teams on everything from a true product iteration cycle to help them deploy their product on Near and get embedded into our ecosystem, to really thinking through everything that's needed to launch a successful token. On the other end of the spectrum, we work directly with teams in a very white glove, hands-on way to ensure that they have everything they need to contribute to what we're calling the Near license, and really become integrated on the product side as well. And so folks have context. If you go to the next slide, what this overall, again, experience looks like is very much tailored to each team's roadmap. We're working with about 4 to 6 teams as part of this experience that we're going to be announcing here in a couple of weeks. So very, very excited to bring this to life. And I believe there's one more slide that talks a little bit about the timeline. If you go to the next one as well, great. So we're kicking this thing off next week. Again, stay tuned for the launch so you can learn a little bit more about the teams participating. And then we're going to have some developer days, both at ECC and Masari Mainnet. So stay tuned for that. There's going to be a handful of other programs and opportunities to get involved as well. So if you're building in AI, please come talk to us. Our application is live right now at hzn.xyz/hzn. So please check that out. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me directly. As of right now, we are prioritizing teams that are building at the infrastructure layer in those key segments that we had outlined earlier related to the AI use cases. If that's not you, that is totally okay. We'd still love to chat with you and learn more about what you're building. But Peter, thank you all for having us. Very excited to kick this program off, and look forward to sharing more.
Thank you so much for coming, Jared. Super exciting, and very excited to follow this new track and your progress in the coming months. So next up, we got Dap. Nick, take it away. The stage is yours.
Hey everyone, Nick here. Can you hear me? Is my audio clear?
Yeah, everything is loud and clear. Thank you.
Awesome. Yeah, I have some positive feedback to share with you all. First of all, more than $70 million has been traded through the Dap front ends since launch. We've launched a variety of campaigns. We've integrated more than 250 components till date. So very, very positive feedback. I guess echoing someone who spoke earlier, where we're moving upwards, trending upwards on all positive metrics. I'm also very happy to share that we've launched our Super Bridge product. If you move on to the next slide, you can see that there are 45 bridges now aggregated across prominent aggregators in the market, including ones like Leafy, Swing, Axlar, Stargate, Wormhole, and essentially providing a more intuitive UI UX experience whereby users can sort by cost and speed, and have a transaction history of all their bridging, as well as have a gas top-up function. Jumping back real quick, we also have a portfolio feature that's going to go live at the end of June. This is very, very exciting. We're looking to capture some of the market share that DBank looks to offer, as well as offer a new product offering to our users. Speaking on that, we've actually onboarded now over 125,000 users to adapt that platform, with around 3K daily active users and around 10 to 20,000 participation in terms of the campaigns we launch with specific L2s. There's also going to be another product feature coming, which is the all-in-one, whereby users will be able to have a single view of actions they can take, such as swapping, lending, bridging, participating in launch pads, and other DeFi verticals in one singular page. We also have an upcoming Odyssey with Linea Surge. Linea Surge is a campaign that the Linea team is running for the next 6 months to reach $3 billion in TVL. So with this, we'll be working on developing initiatives to bring attention to their native dApps, as well as LRTs that are looking to increase TVL within their ecosystem. And we'll be working closely with a variety of LRTs such as Kelp, Stakestone, Ether5, Bedrock, and most of the prominent ones to create these single zap-in actions that are intent driven for native protocols and the LRTs themselves. And I guess a big update here, we've actually secured a grant from the Polygon Foundation to build an ag layer platform for later July when they start to push their ag layer chains such as X layer, Swell chain, Astar, Dogechain, and WireX, and Polygon ZK EVM. So yeah, we're working on this with the teams as well as each of the chains to create a very customized UI UX and essentially provide this single entry point into all of those individual chains where users can pretty much perform, all of their DeFi needs in a very intuitive platform. Yeah, and then finally, there are a few more campaigns we're working on, but I would say Linea and Scroll have been two that have proved to generate a lot of traction with our users, given that we've already launched 2 other campaigns, but now we're sort of revamping them and launching 2 other ones, given that both of those teams and both of the layer 2s are pushing initiatives and having their own campaigns that are starting in June. If you jump to the next slide. This is a portfolio view where you can obviously see your total worth across different chains or assets. You can see, transaction histories, bridge volume, swap volume, liquidity volume, and essentially just provide a better holistic view of your assets across different chains. This is actually already developed and live. If anyone wants to test this out, we're happy to share this link, but we're looking to push it out to market sometime at the end of June. Jumping to the next slide. Okay, well, that's it from me, guys. Generally, very positive news for DAppDApp. We've got a bunch of campaigns, bunch of product offerings, and overall, very, very, I'd say, good metrics. And so we're very, very excited for what's to come in Q3.
Thank you very much for coming, Nick, and thank you for sharing all these great updates. Definitely super bullish about DAppDApp 2. Keep building, keep pushing the boundaries of what is possible using the Near tech stack. Next up, we got our very own Escobar from Delta Trade. How are we doing today, sir?
I'm good. How are you? So, thank you, Peter. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm Escobar here, presenting Delta Trade today. So, Delta Trade actually, I would like to show. Sorry, give me a second. Let me show my screen. Okay. Yeah. So Delta Trade itself is an automated grid trading platform that is built on top of Near. So we are going to support multi-chain in the future with the chain abstractions by Near protocol. For what we have at the moment is the only grid trading, but only grid trading that has been live in the first month since 28th of 28th of April. We have contributed 600,000 trading volume, and it was supported through the Rare Finance as well. Then we have supported around 6 meme token at the moment, and also Near USDC pair to be traded in our platform. Yeah, so as you can see, how to use Delta Trade. People just can easily bind their wallet. They can go to our platform, deltatrade.ai, and then easily to just choose their wallet, what they want to use, and then they can bind their Delta this NFT, which is that will be contribute to their point system, where they can farm their airdrop in the future. Which is the airdrop will give you the Delta Trade native token when we are going to TG, maybe around by the end of year or early 2025. Then the next features that we have is the gachapon. This is to make sure the users can enjoy our platform without doing any trade even. They just can come and then they can claim their daily gachapon, where it will be binded through their NFT. If the NFT support, they have the higher level NFT, it will boost your chance of winning. And actually, this is the daily prices. The maximum that they can get is $10, but there is only one single gacha balls that actually provide $50 just as the grand prize. Then the next one, the next features that we support at the moment is, sorry, yeah. So creating a vault, like I mentioned at the first place, this is what we have at the moment. People just can create a vault easily, set the lowest price according to recent trends and the highest price based on your expectation. And then the bot will help you just buy it, the token based on what you set, and also can help you to sell it directly based on what you set. Yeah, use fewer grids for a volatile price. Finally name it and your grid trading strategy is complete, then you can just set it up. Then the grid trading logic is the most important part as well. With near at, this is an example with near at 8.01. If the price rises to $8.21, it sells and set a buy order at 80.1 again. When the price drops to 80.1, the buy order exits. So your principal stays the same, but you make a 20 cents profit. This is how grid trading works. While a lot of people has been familiar with the grid trading, but this time we make it like decentralized grid trading. Set only 2 grids to buy low and sell high, profiting back and forth. That's the reason we can provide more than we can provide the highest APR in the near ecosystem, I can say, because that's it happens because of the volatility of the token price itself. Then we have the point system live since 2 weeks ago. The point system which help the users to gain the airdrop in the future. Then there is the last thing is the referral program that we have, which is help the users to earn the airdrop as well, because we believe that how we can market it in a better way is to make sure a lot of people can enjoy the airdrop in the future. It's not about just us who are having supporting this platform. So yeah, that's all about Delta Trade that I can share as of now. Peter, get back to you.
Thank you very much, Escobar. I highly encourage everyone to go play around with Delta Trade. It's really cool. And this takes us to the last part of the town hall. I want to say thank you for all the great presentations. It's extremely exciting to see how fast the NEAR ecosystem is evolving. And for the last part of the town hall, I'll be taking all of you through what we consider some of the most bullish updates from the past month. NEAR's been 10xing usage and growth every year. So if the numbers just presented by Flipside didn't excite you, we included this slide to zoom out and put NEAR's growth into perspective. 10x growth every year since inception. I think numbers speaks for themselves. Keep up the good work, everyone. And if you didn't notice, Argentina's president Javier Milei, he recently went on an AI tour in the US where he hosted a dinner for some of the top AI companies and institutions around Silicon Valley. Founders and top dogs from NVIDIA, OpenAI, Anthropic, Scale AI, A16Z, Sequoia, Apple, Meta, Oracle, Versal, Stanford Uni, and a ton of others were present at the Intimate event. And of course, with NEAR Protocol's origin AI story and knowledge within this field, it should come as no surprise that NEAR's co-founder Alex Kidanov was hanging out at the event. Unconfirmed rumors have it that Alex Kidanov abstracted Javier Milei's brain, as you can see in the picture. Solana's founder Anatoly and Libra's co-founder Morgan Beller were the only other crypto peeps present at the event. That's pretty bullish if you ask me. So that puts us to the next slide. I'd say the largest but least known success story of AI and blockchain is unfolding on NEAR. Given the machine learning background and deep AI roots of NEAR's founders and laser-sharp AI focus of the NEAR Foundation, it feels safe to say that if there's any chain that deserves an AI premium, it should be NEAR. Every part of the blockchain has been designed for AI use cases and a decentralized AI future in mind. So whether you take the blue or the red pill, doesn't really make a difference. If you know, you know. Only question that remains is when top 10. RSS3 and Supersite have integrated the NEAR and cutting costs. So RSS3, after 2 weeks, posted some statistics from the NEAR integration, and they're looking at a 95% lower on-chain cost. For Supersite, the integration means transaction fees are more than 90% lower than other networks. So basically, NEAR helps projects overcome scalability challenges, delivering 100% uptime, high performance, cost-effective experience, which will bring blockchain-based applications closer to mainstream use. I'm personally super excited for the possibilities that NEAR is bringing to the open web. Nuffle Labs, let's fucking go. Redacted Bangkok was announced. As we all know, your data is sold to the highest bidder. And why would the answers that AI delivers be any different? Since day one, NEAR's vision has been a world where you have full control over your assets, data, and power to choose. Today, 7 years since NEAR's inception, this vision is faced with one of the greatest threats: the concentration of the world's most powerful tools in the hands of few powerful entities. So put a big fat X in your calendar, book your flights and hotel, join the revolution, and witness the birth of user-owned AI in a world powered by chain abstraction, a world where open source wins. And make sure to reclaim your sovereignty. Hope to see you in Bangkok. Grayscale launched their NEAR Investment Trust. It was extremely bullish news when the asset manager Grayscale unveiled their new NEAR Investment Trust. So with continued demand for diversified crypto asset exposure, Grayscale remains committed to launching new products that enable investors to access emerging and evolving parts of the crypto ecosystem. We couldn't agree more. NEAR is on a path to drive the open web ecosystem forward, working at the frontier. Bitwise is one of the, if not the world's largest crypto index fund manager, and we firmly believe that NEAR making it into their top 10 list of the Bitwise crypto index sends a clear signal or two to the rest of the world and the crypto world. NEAR USDC has been on the rise. So NEAR has quietly zoomed past $200 million in native USDC, overtaking Polygon, Noble, and Optimism in USDC supply. And that's even without CCTP. Come on, Circle. Please tell Coinbase to accept USDC on NEAR. Additionally, NEAR has been is now supported on Stargate Finance and has been so for a week. So you can skip sexes and directly switch native USDC from 15 chains to NEAR through Aurora, the NEAR EVM. It was also announced that OKX Wallet has integrated the NEAR protocol, which allows users to seamlessly view and transfer NEAR tokens. And users of OKX Wallet are now able to connect directly with NEAR's thriving ecosystem. And we're super excited to see where this partnership will take us. We know that there's a lot of stuff cooking, and the OKX team is very engaged in becoming part of the NEAR ecosystem. So looking forward to that collaboration. As we all know, the NEAR Digital Collective, aka the NDC, has concluded its view on governance framework. But do not fear, my friends. It is beyond exciting to see how serious NEAR Foundation is dealing with the governance task at hand by partnering with Gauntlet. The idea is to iterate on governance frameworks to achieve the vision of everyone owning their assets, data, and power of choice. The governance work will include 3 work streams: design new structure with transparency, accountability, and efficiency at its core, analyze past grants to optimize ongoing initiatives, and lastly, renovate community engagement and governance process. It is highly encouraged for you, my dear NEAR community, to participate and give your feedback. I personally can't wait to see where this will take our ecosystem even higher. So with all that is brewing around the NEAR ecosystem, from AI, abstracted multi-chain dApps, meme coins, Telegram bots, it comes as no surprise that some of the big names around crypto Twitter keep shouting the NEAR name and are keeping a close eye on the ecosystem. Since the last town hall, we've seen tweets from the likes of Ansem, Hitesh.eth, Spencer Noon, DeFi Moki, Evan Van Ness, Hasib, Ali Yahya, the general partner at A16C, The Defiant, Misari, Cyrex Mert, and that's just a few of them. I think this is all showing how we're moving in the right direction and how the ecosystem is really pushing the boundaries and starting to get noticed. I highly encourage you all to keep up the good work. And this brings us to the last slide. Thank you so much for watching today. NEAR Protocol is at the forefront of putting open source AI on the agenda and making blockchain technology accessible and intuitive, with a clear vision and concrete steps towards achieving superior open source AI and a seamless blockchain experience for all. NEAR is demonstrating that it's actually beyond the rest of Web3, demonstrated by both its capabilities and the types of things building on it. And most critically, projects are doing things on NEAR that they're not able to do on other chains. With a steady grind and elite execution, top 10 is destined. Doers attract doers. So dear NEAR friends, let's keep on showing the world what the NEAR ecosystem is made of. Keep doing, keep being you. This was the first NEAR Town Hall hosted and curated by NEARWEEK. We'll be doing this every month going forward, and it is extremely important to us that these town halls represent and reflect the community. This is a space for the community, run by the community. Hence, if you have any feedback, input, or if your project wants to come on and share what you've been building, please don't hesitate to hit us up. So keep up the good work, everyone. We're extremely impressed by the NEAR community. Make sure to help each other out and play it safe. And lastly, remember that none of what I just presented and said should be construed as financial advice. As always, do your own research and follow NEARWEEK if you want to stay up to date on everything that moves NEAR Protocol. Bless you all and have a great day. Thank you so much, guys.